She died on the floor, clutching money she earned selling corn, while her husband sat in his bar counting thousands of naira he refused to share. And when they told him his wife was gone, you know what he said? "Nah, so life be." Then he poured himself another drink. But this story doesn't end there. Because 15 years later, those two little girls he abandoned would stand in front of thousands of people. And what happened next would make that same man fall to his knees and beg for forgiveness. I'm about to tell you the most painful, beautiful, and shocking story of love, betrayal, and redemption you've ever heard. And I promise you, by the end of this, you'll never look at family the same way again. But before we go deep into this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, because stories like this, it's a real stories that touch the soul. That's what we do here. Now let me take you back to where it all started. His name was Chief Obi. Not a real chief, but everyone called him that because he had money. Owned 3 beer parlors in Ajagunle, 2 Danfo buses, and a small bedding shop near the market. Money was flowing. Every night you'd see him in his own bar, drinking Star and Guinness like water, spraying cash on musicians, buying drinks for everyone, living like a king. His wife? Her name was Adana. Adana was the complete opposite. Quiet, hardworking, the kind of woman who woke up at 4 in the morning to boil water, prepare breakfast, get their 2 daughters ready for school, sweep the compound, wash clothes, go to the market to sell provisions, come back home to cook dinner. He can still find strength to smile when Chief Obi stumbled in drunk at midnight. They had 2 daughters, Chioma, 10 years old, calm, observant, mature beyond her age, and Zainab, 6 years old, full of life, always laughing, always clinging to her big sister like shadow. And Adana was pregnant, 8 months pregnant with their 3rd child. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Adana was suffering. Every day, she felt dizzy. Her back hurt so much she could barely stand. Her legs were swollen like bread. And the clinic nurse had warned her, "Madame, this pregnancy is delicate. You need rest. You need to go to a better hospital. If anything goes wrong, we cannot handle it here." But rest? How could she rest when Chief Obi gave her nothing? Every night he'd come home and count money, right there on the bed. Bundles and bundles of 500 naira notes, 1,000 naira notes. The girls would peek through the door and see him. Adana would see him. And when she'd ask, "Obi, the girls' school fees is due, they will send them home," he'd wave her off. "Woman, you dey worry me. I have expenses. The business needs money. Find a way." Find a way. Those 3 words became Adana's prison. So she found a way. She started selling boiled corn by the roadside in the evenings. Pregnant, tired, swollen feet, standing under the sun and rain just to save money for school fees and hospital bills. One morning, Chioma asked her mother, "Mama, what about our school fees? They said if we don't pay by Friday, they will send us home." Adana's heart broke. She knelt down, held both girls' hands, and said, "Don't worry, my daughters. Mama will settle it. Just go to school today. I will talk to your father." But deep down, she knew. She knew he wouldn't help. That afternoon, the school sent them home. Chioma and Zainab walked back with their heads down, crying softly. When they got home, Adana was not there, so they decided to go find their father at his beer parlor. When they entered, Chief Obi was sitting behind the counter, counting money. Again, stacks of cash everywhere. He saw them and quickly shoved the money under the table. "Eh? What are you girls doing here? Why are you not in school?" Chioma, the brave one, spoke. "Papa, they sent us home. School fees." Chief Obi's face hardened. "Go and meet your mother. Tell her to handle it. Is it not her responsibility? Eh? Go." Zainab started crying. "But Papa, Mama said we should..." "I said go." The girls left, hungry, heartbroken. And they didn't take a single naira, even though they saw where he hid it. even though they were starving, because Adana had raised them to have dignity. When they got home, they found their mother on the floor. Adana had collapsed, her wrapper soaked, her water had broken. She had been trying to sell corn, trying to make money for the hospital when the labor pains started. She dragged herself home, but there was no one to help her. No phone credit to call anyone, no money for a bike to the hospital. She died there, on the cold floor, alone. When the neighbors found her, they screamed, they wailed. Someone ran to Chief Obi's bar to tell him. And you know what that man said? He took a sip of his drink and said, yeah, na so life be. It don't happen. Makuna do wetin una supposed to. Then he continued drinking. The neighbors were shocked. Whoa, Chief, your wife just died. Oh, he shrugged. I hear, but when I fit do, person we don't die. Make I come kill myself. That night, he came home late, stepped over the spot where Adana had died, went to his room, counted his money, and slept. Kioma, at 10 years old, became the mother. She cooked the little rice they had. She bathed Zainab. She held her sister as they cried themselves to sleep on an empty stomach. Days turned into weeks. Chief Obi didn't change. I still went to his bar, still drank, still counted money at night. The girls would hear the sound of him flipping through naira notes while they starved in the next room. Kioma tried. She begged him. Papa, we are hungry. There's Gary in the house. Go and soak it. Papa, we need school fees. School again? Is that all you people know how to say? One day, Muchioma had enough. She took Zainab's hand and said, we are going to find help. They went to their school and found their teacher, Sister Ngozi. Sister Ngozi was a woman in her early 30s. She worked at a small community church as a counselor and taught at the primary school part-time to support herself. She wasn't rich. In fact, she struggled, lived in a single room self-contained, borrowed money to pay rent, sometimes skipped meals to make ends meet. But she had a heart of gold. When Chioma and Zainab told her everything, tears rolled down Sister Ngozi's face. She pulled them close and said, you will not go back to that house. You will stay with me. The girls lived with Sister Ngozi for months. She borrowed money to feed them. She washed their uniforms. She plaited their hair. She became the mother they lost. But it wasn't easy. How people talked. Sister Ngozi, why are you carrying another person's burden? That man has money, oh, let him take care of his children. But Sister Ngozi refused to send them back. One day, she sat down and thought deeply. She knew Chief Obi. She'd seen men like him before. Proud, arrogant, but weak. They loved attention. They loved to feel important. They loved to be praised. And Sister Ngozi had a plan. She started greeting Chief Obi every time she passed his bar. Good afternoon, Chief. You're looking well today. Oh. At first, he ignored her, but she persisted every day, smiling, complimenting him, laughing at his jokes. Slowly, Chief Obi started responding. Then he started looking forward to seeing her. Then he started giving her money. Sister Ngozi, take this small change. I'll buy something for yourself. She had collected it with a smile. Chief, thank you so much. You're too kind. This went on for months. Chief Obi started spending more money on her, transport, gifts. He felt important. He felt seen. Then one day, he said it. Sister Ngozi, I want to marry you. She smiled softly. Chief, I'm honored, but I have a condition. Anything. Your daughters, Chioma and Zainab, they must come back home. You must take care of them. School fees, food, everything. If you can do that, I will marry you. Chief Obi, blinded by his feelings for her, agreed immediately. The wedding was small, quiet, but it changed everything. Chief Obi started coming home early, has stopped drinking as much. He paid school fees on time, he bought books, uniforms, food. The house that was once cold became warm. People were shocked. What did this woman do to Chief Obi? Is it juju? But Sister Ngozi just smiled. She knew it wasn't magic. It was strategy. It was patience. It was understanding that some people don't change because you beg them. They change when they have something to lose. Years passed. Chioma and Zainab grew into beautiful, intelligent, confident young women. Sister Ngozi loved them as her own. She attended their school events. She celebrated their achievements. She prayed with them. But there was something Sister Ngozi never had: children of her own. And as the years went by, it started to hurt. The whispers, the questions. Sister Ngozi, no bell yet? Maybe it's spiritual attack. She smiled through the pain, but inside, she was breaking. Then came the announcement. A major modeling agency and a luxury brand were hosting the biggest competition Lagos had ever seen. The winner would become a brand ambassador, get a car, a house, and millions in endorsement deals. Every young woman in Lagos wanted it. Chioma and Zainab, now both 20 years old, were among the top candidates. Beautiful, educated, graceful, Zainab was excited. Sister Ngozi, can you imagine? If I win, I'll buy you a house. Chioma was quieter, but she had her own dreams too. Sister Ngozi smiled at them, but inside, something dark was growing. Jealousy, fear. What if they win and leave me? What if they forget me? What if I end up alone again, with no children of my own? She started changing. Her words became sharp, her eyes cold. She began whispering things to Zainab. You know your sister thinks she's better than you. It's right. Chioma always gets the attention. You're just in her shadow. Zainab started feeling angry, jealous. The bond between the sisters began to crack. Chief Obi noticed, Chioma noticed, but no one knew what to do. Then came the day of the competition. Thousands of people gathered. The atmosphere was electric. Chioma was called to perform. But just as she stepped forward, Zainab walked onto the stage too. The crowd gasped, but Zainab didn't attack her sister. Instead, she turned to Sister Ngozi in the audience and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, Sister Ngozi, you saved us when our father abandoned us. You loved us when we had nothing. You became our mother when we lost ours. But lately, you've been poisoning us with jealousy and fear, and I don't understand why. The crowd went silent. Chioma joined her. We will never forget you. We will never leave you. You are our mother. Whether we win or lose, that will never change. Sister Ngozi broke. She stood up, tears streaming down her face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was afraid of being alone, afraid of losing you. Forgive me. Chief Obi stood up too. He walked to the stage, knelt down in front of his daughters, and wept. I failed your mother. I failed you. I don't deserve you. But thank God for Sister Ngozi. She did what I couldn't. The entire crowd erupted in applause. Some were crying. Chioma won the competition. But that's not what people remembered. They remembered the power of forgiveness, the strength of love, the courage to choose family over fame. Because here's the truth. Love is not just words. Love is sacrifice. Love is showing up. Love is choosing someone even when it's hard. Adana showed love by working herself to death for her children. Sister Ngozi showed love by giving everything she had to save two girls who weren't hers. And even Chief Obi, in the end, learned that real love requires responsibility. So if you take anything from this story, let it be this: never stay where you are not valued. Never accept neglect as normal. And if you truly love someone, prove it. Not with words, but with action. Consistency, sacrifice. Because when it's all said and done, love is a verb. And the people who truly love you will show it every single day. If this story touched you, share it. Someone needs to hear it. And don't forget to turn on notifications because we have more stories that will change the way you see life. Thank you for watching.